Google has announced that it's dropping the price for Veo video generation, and it's added some features to Veo that are fantastic for creators like you and me. What I'm going to show you now is how another feature, the reference images that it's added, or what it calls ingredients, can radically change how good and consistent your videos are. After I show you this, you'll be able to go into Veo and make video after video that keeps the reference images the same. And I'm going to talk about the pricing in a bit. I'm David, and on this channel, I teach creatives how to use AI tools to simplify their lives and to make their work better. Veo 3.1 now allows you to upload multiple reference files, which it calls ingredients, a face, an object, a specific background look, and it will try to keep that consistently across all the clips it's generating. Not perfect, but much better. I think this has been the main problem with AI videos for narrative work. You generate a character, you get a really nice shot, and then you generate the next clip, and the character just wouldn't be the same person anymore. The hair might be different, the eyes might be different. Basically, everything you're doing just goes off the rails. So these ingredients don't exactly solve that, but it does get a lot closer. There's also another cool thing you can do. You can now do vertical output for your videos, which is great because you used to have to do wide videos in landscape mode and then crop them down yourself in some other tool. Now you can generate right for social media right inside Veo. Link to Google's blog about the new features are in the description below. Okay, let's take a look at this. I'm going to jump over to Google, and strangely, one of the places you can get to Google Videos is from Google Docs. So if you just go to docs.google.com, videos, it will bring up this interface. And you can see a video that I created here before, so let me open this and play this.
I love cheaper AI videos. Thanks, Google.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back and I'm going to use the same prompt, but I'm not going to use the ingredients. And so I'm going to grab this prompt here that I had written already. Basically, it's telling it to go ahead and make a Lord of the Rings style video. Now I'm going to make a new video, and I'm only going to put in the prompt. So I'm going to hit Veo 3.1. Over here, I'm going to do start from scratch, and I'm going to paste in my prompt, and then I'm going to hit generate. But previously, you could upload an image of yourself here. I'm not going to do that yet because I just want to show you what it's going to look like if you just give a prompt to start with. What I think is funny about this is that it actually did a better version of the prompt than it did in the last one. But let me show you this.
I love cheaper AI videos. Thanks, Google.
So it's a little bit subtle, but those two faces are not the same faces. And obviously the two voices are not the same voices. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to choose ingredients. I'm going to grab a picture of me. Okay, so now I'm going to change it to include my information by using me as the reference image. And I'm going to hit generate again. And now we're going to see the difference.
I love cheaper AI videos. Thanks, Google.
But I'm going to show you that I did not have to upload a new reference image, and it's going to render me again.
The tranquility of nature truly elevates the experience. Look at the dappled sunlight and the gentle flow.
That sounds kind of like Tim Cook doing a product launch video. Now I'm going to say keep the background the same, change the costume to be an astronaut's orange spacesuit, keep all else the same, have him say this is Major Tom to ground control, and I'm going to hit generate. So here's the specific problem when you don't use an ingredient. This is why ingredients are so important. When I had to generate the image the first time, it used a version of my background from my office in order to make the image. That's because my background was visible in the ingredient. So I said, keep everything else the same. But since I didn't have an ingredient for the background, it didn't keep it the same to the original forest. It kept it the same to the thing I had just asked it to redo. But since my image is in here as an ingredient, it kept my image the same. Even though this doesn't have the background that I wanted, check this out.
This is Major Tom to ground control.
That was a super creepy look, but it kept me the same. And now I'm going to upload a background. So now it has the background as a reference. The same outfit, but use the second ingredient as the forest as a reference. So this time it gave me with the forest background. And now I'm going to say the same person in background, but have the person in an orange astronaut flight suit and helmet with the visor open. And let's see what this does.
Well, this isn't Mars, but I guess it'll do.
All right, other than the really weird stuff that it was doing, it worked pretty well. And now the last thing that I'm going to show you, now I want to use a spacesuit all of the time as a reference. This other ingredient is going to be one of NASA's spacesuits. So now all I have to say is use these ingredients to make this person in this background in this suit and have them jumping up and down and saying, I did it, I got to Mars. And here we go.
I did it! I got to...
That was a little bit creepy, but now you can see it kept the background, it kept the image, and it kept the person. Last thing I'm going to do, same person, same spacesuit, make them standing on the edge of Niagara Falls and saying, my lord, it's wet. And I have a feeling this is going to be ridiculous, but...
My lord, it's wet here.
Okay, let's talk about pricing now. Veo 3.1 Fast was running about 15 cents a second before the price changed. But now it's dropped to 10 cents a second for 720p video. That's a third less money. And Veo Lite starts at 5 cents a second now for 720p. So with one change, Google cut costs across the entire model family. That is really important for me because I'm often doing things like making these ridiculous videos over and over again. Now I can make 3 times as many of those videos for the same amount of money. And since Adobe Firefly is running on Veo, so is Google Vids and the Gemini app, this isn't just a price cut that is in just this video tool. It's a price cut across everything that uses Veo in order to generate your videos. At the end of the videos, I usually say, I'm David, and I, for one, welcome my AI overlords. And this time I decided to have AI do it. So here's what I had made.
I'm David, and I, for one, welcome our AI overlords.
Normally, if I wanted to do a vertical video, I would have to export this and cut it in some other tool. But now what I can do is I can come over here and do landscape, and I can choose portrait instead, and then I can generate it again.
I'm David, and I, for one, welcome our AI overlords.